Well, I think everybody connected with the club is delighted with this news. How would you describe your relationship with Southampton and how that's built over these 18 months? And why is the club special to you?
I think, yeah, when I was signing the first contract here 2 years ago, it was clear for me about the way we want to go together and to develop something here. A club that is known for his famous academy and for bringing young players to develop and to play in the Premier League. And I knew that when I was signing here that this is our way. And yeah, because of the reason that we had some very good moments in the beginning and then a very difficult time in the autumn, where we were really struggling, finding back now to a more successful way to play. I know that we are still on the journey for a long travel, but I think we are on the right direction now. And the commitment of the club with Martin, with everybody here in the club, with players, with the staff, is something very special for me, to be honest. Yeah, it was no question for me to say yes when they offered me the chance to follow or to stay on this commitment, and I think it was the right decision for me.
You mentioned that period in the autumn. How much did the club's support for you in that time kind of influence your decision that you've made now?
Massively. I think it was the first time that I agreed to such a long-term project in my entire managing career, and that means that it has to be something special, yeah, and it is absolutely something special. The relationship to Martin and to all the other members in the team, I can say that I really don't lose energy when I come here to work, but I really get energy from coming here and putting everything in what I can give, all the knowledge I can bring to the club, and all the work ethic I want to put in. It's absolutely an honor for me to be part of this club and to make people enjoying our game and make our players better.
Yeah, 4 years, particularly in this day and age, is a long time in football. It gives you such scope to develop the club further. What would success look like for you over that period?
Sure, we are. Football is a game of results, and we want to climb also the table. And it can be a short or a short step project, but it must always have. I must always have the feeling that we develop something and that we are getting better as a club, as a team, and our game on the pitch. And we have to have results. But overall, we must develop the club in a very healthy way, if you want to say that. And I think we know our limits that we have, financial limits, but we are always a very good organized club. When I see how we go now through this crisis of the COVID-19 and what we do, and when you have people here around the club now from the Premier League that tell you how good you're working here and how good our environment is and our sticking to everything. This is absolutely what I like very much to work here, and this is exactly what I was always looking for.
How proud are you, or how satisfied are you with the 18 months so far? How would you judge the progress that's been made in that time?
I think we had some very, very good moments where we played like a top team, especially this season over Christmas. We played fantastic games and took a lot of points. And we had also periods where we were too inconsistency and not focused enough. And we will never stop developing the players. We will never stop demanding a lot, and I think the game we play so far is something of a special philosophy for these clubs, maybe something new, but more and more we stick to it, and more the players learn how they have to act, and in the end I think it's It's about developing the whole club, and this is the reason why we try to build this playbook for the whole club, to look also for youth when players coming up, that they know immediately what they have to do. And if there are some lack of quality on some positions, or then we have to work more with those young players to make them better. And finally, especially in this time now where you don't know in what direction the transfer market is developing, it is very important to have a healthy and good academy. And if you have this, then you can always be on the safe side.
You've mentioned the COVID-19 crisis and obviously these very strange times that we've been going through. What sort of a test has it been for you as a manager to kind of maintain that communication with your staff and your players?
Yeah, as I said, in those crises, you see what you have with your club and who you can trust. And I think we stick very, very strict to the guidelines. And I never expected something else. So that's the reason why our players believe in our staff and in our physios and our doctor and everything. The environment here is fantastic. We have fantastic facilities here. In the moment, still able to train everything we want to. It's a little bit more difficult, but in the end, we can bring all the topics in we want to work. And in the end, we are really looking forward to the last 9 games we play in this season, and we can take 27 points, and as much as possible we want to take.
You mentioned the playbook. Obviously, that's been a big focus of yours over these last few weeks. Have you also had an opportunity to step away from work, step away from football and enjoy other things in life, or is that easier said than done?
Yeah, I think everybody was forced to step away, and when you cannot work here, it feels like slowing down extremely, stepping on the brakes, and suddenly everything looks different now and then. And but suddenly you see other things in life that are also very important for you, and I think it was very important for every player to stay healthy, and I'm very happy that the players, we have no positive tests of tested players so far, and also no staff member, and that shows that players were very strict at sticking to the rules, and so everything we could do we did, and for everybody it was a strange time. But we have to know that we don't have to be scared anymore, and not coming back to normality. We must force this coming back to normality, because this is our life. Our life is to play football, to work in football business, and we are very happy that we get the chance to play from the 20th of June. And we are happy to play, and we are happy to enjoy the people at home when they are watching us.
Yeah, it's not long to wait now. And just finally, I'm sure you've been following the Bundesliga. Based on what you've seen in Germany, what should we expect from Premier League football when it does return, do you think?
I think we can expect that there will be not a lack of intensity in the games. The opposite will happen, I think, because the netto game time will be a little bit higher, I think. Less theatric, and maybe a little bit less emotions on the pitch, but finally very, very quick games, speedy football with a high intense and maybe higher temperatures over the summer. But this is what we prepare now in the moment. The guys are really enthusiastic, very happy to be back on the pitch, and we have to be fit for these final 9 games. This is the most important thing. We have a short but very intense pre-season, if you want, and then maybe it's a new short tournament or end of the season. You can see it however you want. But finally, the most important thing for us was to know that we start again.